Hey guys, so today I thought it would be fun to do a kind of a new little series where I talk about games that I've really enjoyed and things that I've learned from them. I don't know, I just thought it would be kind of fun to do like a little bit talking about how video games are more than just video games. So to kick off this kind of new little series I want to do, I'm obviously going to be talking about Metal Gear Solid. I'm like a gigantic psycho Metal Gear fan. I have been forever. It's my favorite game ever. It's series best ever, ever, ever. Metal Gear is a very hard series to describe because there's so much stuff going on in the series that if you haven't played it yourself, you're gonna get lost. You're not gonna know what the fuck is going on. If you've played, then you know that this game is so much more than just a game. It's a story and it's you just learn so much from it. It's kind of scary. So let's get started. So one of the things that is crazy about the Metal Gear series is how much stuff I learned at a young age that I would never know otherwise. I was so young and playing Metal Gear, I played the first one over and over again because A, I had no idea what was going on, and B, it was just super fun to play for me. I learned so much like vocabulary that most girls who are like 8, 9, 10 do not understand and do not know. So that was definitely something that I took away from the series. I got a lot of help from Metal Gear in school. Let's be real, like this is really weird. I know it sounds crazy, but it's true. Like I remember we had vocabulary tests and you have to know what the word is, you have to spell the word, you have to say a description of what the word is, whatever on the test. And I remember one was genome. And I was like, dude, I totally know what genome is because of the Human Genome Project, in Metal Gear, and how, the genealogy of all the soldiers were injected with the soldier gene and all that stuff. So I kind of felt like playing games like that gave me an upper hand in a lot of things in school. It sounds so stupid, but like I learned a lot about DNA, I learned a lot about cloning, and honestly it did help in school because it's like when you can associate words that are like most of the time kind of confusing, and when you're at a young age, when you can associate it with something, you're like, oh, okay, I understand that now because the Genome Project, genes. I didn't even know that Werner syndrome was a thing. I thought that was fake until after playing Metal Gear Solid 4 and finding out that Werner syndrome is actually real. You can have premature aging. I just thought it was a video game, they have a lot of stuff based in truth, but they have a lot of stuff not based in truth. But you really do learn a lot, especially through like codec calls. I mean, in Metal Gear Solid 3, you could just call anybody and get a whole plethora of knowledge, and it's kind of really awesome. I knew what dominant and recessive genes were before I even took biology class. It's kind of funny how video games kind of shaped my vocabulary. I learned that sometimes a cardboard box is just the best hiding spot. You don't need to hide in the bushes, you don't need to hide in a closet, you don't need to hide, in a locker, although you can hide in a locker. Sometimes all you need is a cardboard box and nobody's gonna notice you. I definitely learned that war is not something that is glamorous. It's definitely, Metal Gear series definitely shows what war does to you. It's not all glamorous, and going in and saving the girl and saving the world is easy. It's a lot of sacrifice and it's a lot of pain and suffering. And so from an early age, I never thought like war games were fun and cool. I never thought like, yeah, I'm gonna kill that guy. Like, it's definitely a lot deeper than that, and Metal Gear definitely makes that obvious. Metal Gear taught me that you can still have humor in a very, very serious game. Some of the funniest moments that I've ever experienced playing were not from Grand Theft Auto like you would assume, but from Metal Gear, because with the plot so serious, with such serious tones and so much like technobabble and all this stuff, it definitely like would break the tension with this fun stuff that they would put into the game. And Kojima's a genius, obviously, I already say that all the time, but just all the funny stuff like, hitting people will give you this reaction, or calling people in the codec during certain situations. I just remember having so much fun playing those games because like if you punch a wolf, which I never wanted to do, but if you punch a wolf, like Otacon's gonna call and get mad at you. They had a lot of fun with breaking the fourth wall and just, he's like, oh, that's right, we're on PlayStation 3 now, like There's a lot of like super great Easter eggs in these games, probably some of the best ever. But Metal Gear is the king of Easter eggs and surprises and just fun stuff. So I'm telling you, if you haven't played, you gotta just give this series a chance. It's a lot of shit going on, but it's such a good series and such a good story, and it's amazing. I love it. I also learned that sometimes sacrifice is needed, and although it is so sad and horrible, sometimes it is better to sacrifice certain things for the greater good and for the world. And a perfect example of that is the relationship between Big Boss and the boss. It was his mentor. It's like they had such a special relationship. It was more than love. It was more than, I don't know how to explain it. If you just play the game, you'll understand it. And she made the biggest sacrifice of anybody pretty much in the series. The boss knew that she basically had to sacrifice herself and make herself look like a traitor for the greater good, for her nation, for the world, so that there would not be a world war. So, you know, that was something that was very, like, I just remember watching that and, like, having tears in my eyes. Like, I can't, this is so, like, my heart, it hurts. Metal Gear taught me that being a cyborg ninja has super cool perks and super not cool perks. It's kind of scary because it's like, what if we do have cyborg ninjas, like, cyborg people one day? Like, technology's getting really insane, and it's pretty scary. Like, I don't even know when we're gonna have people walking around with stealth camouflage and all kinds of stuff. So definitely opens up your eyes to how scary the future can be, but how cool it is too at the same time. Metal Gear series taught me that Fox Die is a bitch and don't be a revengeful bitch or bad stuff will happen. It's just such a good game series that has taught me so much about life. It's an amazing roller coaster ride. I love it. I just wanted to share that with you. And let me know if you guys would be interested in more of this, kind of talking about what has kind of affected our lives as video games and video game culture. It's just like a movie, but you're playing it. So, you know, when there's a movie that wins all these awards and it touches your heart and it touches your soul and you get invested in the movie and you get invested in these characters, it's basically a movie that's 11 hours long and you're controlling them and you're making decisions and you're in the grit with them. So I think that people a lot of times say, oh, video games are just, you know, shooting and killing and fun and you're just mindless, but it's really not. So, I think that's one thing I definitely took away from Metal Gear series, is it's a lot more than just a video game. I just wanted to share that with you. So, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next time.